right, this is Darth Vader. No explanation needed. It's Darth Vader. He's cool. So his head comes off. That's pretty neat. So I don't know if your camera's gonna work in here. Oh, you got light. Yes, it will. There's Nathan's Lady Liberty with a lightsaber. I actually built the stuff around it just to show kind of the scale size. This one over here is kind of cool. This is a Star Trek set. I don't know if you know Star Trek well, but you remember when the Borg attacked Earth? There was a kind of a round Borg ship that came down and attacked Earth, and all the humans were Borg, and life sucked to be Star Trek. You know, I got to see this ship there. So we turned around, we disassembled it in North Carolina, brought it up here, rebuilt it, and there she says. But this is basically, I can't call it the Star Wars room, it's our space room. So even though it has a ton of Star Wars stuff in it. So, and then we got Bionicle all over here. So Brianna was having fun. She got to build Bionicle with kids. But the Darth Maul heads, the different Spaceman Spiff is over there. The actual Yoda that was at Brick World, we got it from the gentleman who built it. The gentleman from Brickworks. Another.
Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
That's actually a mech pad. I'm waiting for the actual mech. It hasn't come back yet. But that's the I think it's number 4 mech pad by Eric Sophie, and he turns around and makes large scale mechs. Store displays. That is part of the record that beat me. I actually got beaten. That was, I think, the 5th LEGO world record for the world's now largest image made of plastic bricks. Okay, I hold the last record for the world's largest LEGO image. LEGO got so ticked off when I broke the record that they actually changed the name of it. So I hold the LEGO world record forever. They can't take it away from me. It's great. But I call when somebody beat me, I called them and said, you're not going to leave it up forever, right? And he said, no, that's part of the rule. We have to break it back down. LEGO sponsored us to turn around and beat you. So I said, okay, cool. Send me 2 plates. So he actually did. He sent me 2 plates from the next world record. So that's actually 2 plates from the next world record. DK was the publishing company that turned around and beat me at a special event, and I got 2 pieces of that one. So I was like, okay, this is cool. So I got my world record, and I got the one that beat me.
Yeah, pieces of the next one.
So this is, well, it's not official, but this is the world's largest continuous yellow castle. It starts over here at the wall, goes there, goes underneath there, goes all the way around the inside of that room and all the way down, and then connects back underneath the walkway. That was a painted design, by the way, but we did it. So we basically turned around and made a walkway that comes up and over, and there's actually Lego underneath the walkway that connects us there. It connects down there, goes back over down the wall over there, back over there, past the fire tower, back over there, world record 2008, back over there. And in fact, in Lego Love Story, they were building this.
Okay, yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and there's actually connection brick under that piece of wood right there. I gotta pull it off for the Lego fans. But we got the room all painted and cleaned up, and we've been kind of building stuff in here ever since. Like kids. We turn around and we try and encourage child building, what we call creative learning. And we try and make it so that the kids can turn around and come in and build something and come back a year later and still find their thing in the museum. Like I said, I've got the world's largest private Lego collection, so I've actually been able to stock the bins for 4 years now without stopping. So we drop in about, if you know about tub size, right? The Lego tub? Yeah. So basically about 3 to 4 tubs a week. We gain an average of about 6 to 8 pounds per week of bulk product that we turn around and use to refill the museum. This is actually the original Lego rug from the Mall of America, MOA.
Oh, okay.
So they actually had extra rolls, and it never wore out. So it's interwoven all the way through the rug. So I actually got this rug from Lego and turned around and put it in here. And then we had to come up with a way to have what they call ADA, handicap accessibility. So we turned around, and each step along the way, we turned around and tried to give it a Lego flair. So we turned around and found edge caps from the Lego stores and stuff like that. And we built all these walls, put it all in here. But you're actually on top of the bleachers right here.
Oh, wow,
the top
okay.
Of the bleachers, you look down there, you can actually see the bleachers. And then
because this used to be in school, right?
School.
Okay, yeah,
correct. Yeah,
school.
Old elementary school. Different displays. The European clowns; those are creepy, by the way. The goat. This goat was pretty funny. This was one of the things that Lego was worried about when they turned around and helped us get going. That it would end up in a porn shop or something like that, like the Lego Auschwitz. Basically, you ended up with a Lego set that was, they gave the parts to the person who designed and built it, and then he basically used it for something that controversial like that. Dirk Nowitzki, we were not allowed to use the uniform because we didn't have a license for the NBA to be able to use the NBA to use the uniform, so we had to put a Bellaire big red uniform on him, and they named him incorrectly. Let's see, yeah. Oh, they got it right now, Dirk Nowitzki. Before it said Dick Nowitzki. My printer got it wrong. But these are actually flesh colored Lego.
Oh, yeah.
So this is actually different color. There's your tan.
Okay.
So that's actually flesh-colored Lego bricks. They actually make them specifically for doing the basketball promotions. Now, this guy over here, as you see outside, is a Bellaire Big Red uniform. I've actually got one that's not on site here. It's actually in a store display right now. We promote different businesses and stuff like that. That actually has the uniform. That was the one that was in Trading Spaces. So we actually got it from the kid who actually grew up and didn't want this Lego guy staring at him anymore in his room. But yeah, and when they built him, he had Kobe Bryant had his cast on. So they actually built a purple cast on his leg. So if you want to find out what year it was built, just look up Kobe Bryant and his injury, and you can figure it out. This is the downstairs of the 2007, 2008, 2009 Guinness Book of World Records, the world's largest Lego image. And as I told you from upstairs, we actually have the first original world's largest Lego image inside of our actual mosaic. Team of 5 of us took about 5 weeks to build the actual outside section of the mosaic. And then the kids came in on a weekend, and we actually had to increase the size of the tractor trailer back end because we had so many kids come in and build so many different things. If you look at the back end closely, you'll actually see it's all of their names. So every kid that was here put their name on the back end of the mosaic. My parents came in. We had different people from the museum turn around and build their names in and everything, and now it's down there for good. So a lot of people think it's a carpet. I always got a kick out of it because they're standing on Lego carpet. Everyone looks down and says, "Oh, that's a nice looking carpet. Where'd you get that?" I'm like, "That's all Lego pieces. 1.2 million studs." So that is a lot of Lego product. I got lucky. I was able to I bought, I think it was 150 of the original mosaic kits, and that allowed me to have a lot of the detail parts necessary to build that thing. If I hadn't found that deal, I'd be toast. There's 525 base plates, the big 48 by 40 base plates, yeah. And you know those are $14 a piece. So you did the math. Yeah, it was not fun. So I got about $25,000 invested in product at discount prices and getting things as cheap as possible. But that's why the Lego company never thought anybody would beat them. I mean, how could any individual turn around and come up with enough money to turn around and beat them? Well, we did it, and then they tried to beat me once. On top of that, they turned around and did a billboard. Well, I know the sizes of billboards. I specifically made that a few feet bigger than a billboard. So there's no commercial reason why they would build a bigger one than me. So that's why they actually held for 3 years, and then they actually did a promotional. It's the DK. They did a promotional for the minifigures, and that's what beat me.
And I think they just set a new world record at like the Lego show in the UK, didn't they? Like a couple months ago.
They set not for the mosaic, I don't believe. No, the mosaic one that you had down there was a little bit peculiar. I don't know how they dealt with that. Okay. They actually, you remember the Lego house that was built, that the non-professional built that got all that donated product? Well, supposedly when he broke down the house, he donated all that product to a school. Well, the school turned around and took that product and then built a front fascia for their building. That's currently the world record, but they had to glue it to put it up there. So I don't understand how that became a world record, because theoretically, yes, it is the world's largest Lego image, but they had to glue modules up on a wall. I don't know if that's copacetically wonderful, because I could actually make this one faster and easier if I glued it together and just made glued sections and just stuck them on a wall somewhere. That's actually continuous. And that was part of the record. They had to be continuous base plates. It had to be every stud covered. And we actually had auditors in here watching each plate go through to make sure that every stud was covered. Sometimes it was covered with some weird stuff, but it was covered. So, they're moving. That is the original Lego band. It was at FAO Schwartz originally. When FAO Schwartz closed down the first time, they got rid of all their products and their Lego products and their displays. That ended up the Yankee Candle store up in their ceiling. So it was actually up. If you went into the Lego section, you looked straight up, you could actually see the bases up in the thing. You heard the sound. You knew something was up there, but you couldn't actually see them. And the lights were even up higher in the sub-ceiling. So I got the band first, and I put in a petition to get the lights, and it took almost a year and a half. I finally got the lights for it, because they're actually coordinated to the music and everything. But yeah, they actually move, they sing, the eyes blink on and off on the different figures. And the actual wording, as you see, just imagine right there, that did not come with the band. I actually petitioned Lego when they got rid of their old models. So when I went to Lego in Connecticut, I would say, okay, well, what models do you want? So one of them was the words "Just Imagine" that was out in front of Lego, because that was kind of the whole theme, and I figured they would change their theme song or their theme idea at one point. So I got the "Just Imagine." It went with the band. It worked out perfectly. So that's from in front of the Lego place, like the big bricks. I don't know if you've ever been to Connecticut. They've got like large scale Lego bricks. That's how I originally got involved with the Lego company. They had a store that went out of business, and I was the one who made the arrangements to get those bricks. And Lego Legal came in and swooped in and said, you can't have that, that's copyrighted material. I'm like, what the heck's the difference between a Lego brick that's this big and a Lego brick that's, 10 feet tall? And they tried to explain it to me, and I basically said, that doesn't make any sense. And they said, I know, but that's what we do. So I lost those, but I got into the Lego company that way. So, because I was actually able to fight a legal battle with the Lego company and actually kind of won. so that doesn't happen very often.
So that's the end of our tour today. I really want to thank Dan for going along with the tour for us. Thanks.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Thanks for you guys for coming down. And anytime you want to come down, we'll turn around and we'll give you the best treatment we physically possibly can.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Dan had to go, but I want to tell you a little bit about this room that isn't open to the public yet. The idea behind this room is that it's supposed to be a factory, and they actually use the old lockers from the school to use as the benches that the workers are all working on. And what's going to happen is the cannon that you can see right over here, if you put the camera on it, the cannon's going to be shooting down bricks onto the conveyor belt over here, and they'll be rolling along here, and you can see lots of legs there and stuff, and so it's supposed to be like they're building the minifigs. And then you come further down the conveyor belt, and right here is where they paint them, the different colors. You can see the different blue and gray colors there, like they're painting them. And then you come further down here, and this is supposed to be like Dan reading Lego A Love Story with the thoughts coming out of his head as he reads it there, so he's getting more building ideas and different ways to do things. Then you can see all the cranes and stuff transporting the minifigs there. Then as you go around the conveyor belt further here, you're going to see that here's just heads, not the legs. They're building the heads here. And then they're going to go over here and up the conveyor belt, and that's the enlarger machine right there, so that it takes the minifig and makes it really big. You can see the bottom of the minifig there as it goes up the conveyor belt. For those of you not familiar with Lego A Love Story, it was written by Jonathan Bender, who played with Lego when he was a kid, but had a long dark age, and then he got back into it as an AFOL, and this is really his story of how people who, even though if you've been out of it for 20 or 30 years, it's so amazing how it can you can become a fan of it again when you get older. As usual, thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my podcast at alookatlego.com.